Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going over another recruit offer that is offered in specific regions. I know it's not offered in my main region of Choctaw, but I'm wondering where it is offered because this is a character that a lot of people should want, especially right now when we're having back-to-back survival road events. Joshua was part of the Hordes event, so when Hordes was first introduced to the game, he was part of a stash, and if you completed the stash, you could earn yourself a Joshua. Now, a lot of people might scoff at getting another 6-star toon, but what makes Joshua a really good character is his rush. At 76 AP, he deals 550% damage, so we're not really worried about that. The main part of his rush that we're concerned about is the minus 60% attack to all enemies. He can also remove any positive attack statuses from the enemy. So that would be like attack up, for example, or I think focus would constitute as one of those. And then on top of that, he gives your team a defense bonus. He is a great toon to use on difficult survival roads, especially nightmare mode. I know the last nightmare mode that we had, I relied on Joshua a lot. I would go back to easier stages to complete them and charge his rush. That way, when I was in more difficult survival road stages during nightmare mode, and the enemy had sometimes 12,000 attack, I could neuter those attacks down to something a lot more manageable. I think Joshua is a toon that should be available for everyone to acquire, even if it is through this offer. I feel like there's a lot of players who are not part of the regions that might have this offer that would be interested in him, especially right now during this event. It surprises me sometimes because we get some pretty decent characters that show up here. We've had All Out War Rick, who is the Guardian Rick, and Guardian toons are amazing for survival road. He has an active revive skill, he guardians, shields, I think he increases crit chance, he has crit on his weapon, great toon to use. Denise was another recent one, and she might not be a top tier toon, but she does combat infection really, really well. Joshua, as I'm mentioning, is great for survival road, for tough missions, or even for difficult road maps for some people, because that minus 60% attack can really help you out if you run more of a glass cannon attack team. Joshua's active skill is a little slow and not as useful in the current meta. Recovering from taunt and impair, it used to be more powerful, but now I find more people are running attack up when taunted or attack up when impaired, so you don't actually want to clear these penalties in a lot of cases. Now in some cases you probably still do, and I feel like that would occur during survival road where it's better to recover than to kind of leave yourself impaired or taunted. While taunted, it would only happen for the single turn against the taunt walkers, but impair would be a more long-lasting effect. So recovering from impair would be useful. Joshua also has the Hold the Line Specialist skill. This specialist skill deems that for every dead teammate, the specialist receives 25% defense and 25% attack for each dead teammate. So this can actually make him to be a very tanky toon. He could be a little more offensive, to be honest, even with this buff, but that's definitely not the direction you want to take Joshua in. By making him a very tanky toon, especially for survival road, he can really help you out against some of the more difficult areas of a game. I would also add that Joshua does not have a bound weapon, meaning you can give him any type of weapon you want. It could be a very defensive based weapon with elusive impair even, HP, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. The fourth slot could be something clever like a defensive buff of some sort, or heal 10% for each debuff on him. There's really just a lot of different directions you could take him in. This is a character that has been a favorite of mine since he came out, and part of it's because I just really love the Horde events, so being able to earn him was really exciting for me. This offer I think is pretty good. At about $28, you get some trainers, you get some gear, and you get a 6-star toon. And just to showcase Joshua a little bit, I am going to show him in a couple survival road stages. I'm going to have him rush against human enemies as well as walker enemies, just so that you guys can kind of see his effectiveness. Now, he's not on the best team at the moment. I just put this team up there just so that I could run something just to show you guys. But Joshua on this next turn is going to rush the enemy. Of course, these enemies are pretty weak. We're only in the normal survival road, not the easy one or the hard one. So he rushes, minus 60% attack to the other 4 enemies. He killed the main enemy, but this is not really showcasing how powerful his rush can be. Now we're going up against some walkers, and you're going to be able to see how much he's able to control the enemy walkers. And in things like Nightmare Survival Road, I think we've all noticed how much power and attack some of these walkers have. So being able to neuter them down and break their attack is huge. Like right now, all the walkers who are out of the shadows have minus 60% attack. It's not just the walkers on the one side, but all sides, which can be super helpful, super effective. So this is why I think Joshua should become more widely available for people. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching and listening to my video. Let me know in the comment section below if you would want to pick up Joshua if he was offered.